Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
In brightest day, in darkest night, nobody better mess with Castellano's might. Welcome to another episode of the Rick Castellano Show. This one is the All Super Heroes Show. And what better way to start the show is with me. Excuse me a minute while I toast myself. Folks, we're just in time for some of the summer blockbusters. They were going to do a Castellano movie, but now that Arnold's available, he's too old. And who else could play him? I can't think of anybody. Anyway, Thor came out a few weeks ago. Castellano's seen it. Pretty good. Decent action. Guy did a pretty good job. Castellano gives it about a 7. Not bad for superhero films. And if you're watching one of those bootleg versions you get in the parking lot someplace, folks, you missed out on a lot of good special effects. What else do we have coming out? The X-Men movie? Yeah, I don't know if you're in this one, Wolverine, but anyways, you're a good prop. X-Men movie's coming out soon. I don't know, the beginning when Magneto might be a good guy. Who knows? I didn't see it yet, so I can't tell you. Green Lantern. Now, other than this Melvin playing the Green Lantern, the guy's a little skinny toothpick. I know, what's his name there? Beelzebub? I don't know. The guy does comedies or something like that, but movie looks pretty good from the coming attractions, but I wish they get a couple of guys that actually exercise once in a while. I mean, you don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you can have a little muscle, not just special effects. But Green Lantern movie, I'm looking forward to seeing it. People have been asking, where's Thomas Hulk? Well, there's no Hulk movies coming out this summer, but how you doing, Thomas? Yeah, you can't be on the show this week? All right. Go over there. Maybe next summer you'll have your movie coming out. All right, bud.
The extra shirt, nice.
I need more props. Anyway, speaking of which, Castellano's never one to waste a story. Another superhero, or super zero, you might say. President just recently, like I may have mentioned the other day, went to Ireland. I left this part out. Decided to make a toast. Great, President wants to make a toast. This isn't the White House, you goof! The Queen makes the toast. So you raise your glass and give the cheer, and everybody's looking, who is this idiot? Our president. Why have I mentioned him in a superhero movie? I'm not. It's just another movie coming out. Mad Magazine. Here he is. Alfred E. Newman himself. Get a close-up of that. Alfred E. Newman decides to make a toast in Ireland, as usual. All kinds of clout, tapping yourself on the back. Well, listen, Mr. Newman, you big-eared, gothic-lipped goof. You are destroying this country. And Castellano's going to do everything in his power to get you out of there. Why? Because you're half white? It's got nothing to do with it. I'm not racist. I don't hate all white people. Maybe some of them, but I don't know. Any president that doesn't believe what I believe in is going to get it. White, black, or red. Green, purple, the producer's color, I don't know, orange. You're going to get it because your views on abortion, your views on healthcare, you're a socialist, you're a Marxist. Anybody that listens to that vial that Reverend Wright listened to, that hangs around with Bernadine Dorn, Bill Ayers, and the rest of those goofs, who's it, Van Jones, is an insect. And I'm telling it like it is. And Dopra loves you. Dopra. Yeah. Folks, if you only knew, I love to tell this story. If you only knew about Dopra, oh, she loves everybody. Oh, those big alligator tears. I mean, I listen to some of the stories myself. I like them. Except she doesn't give a crap. Have you heard the old Oprah? When she first had her show, community activist Dopra, Al Sharpton type Dopra. She only cares about what she wants to care. But you know what? She didn't get famous then. Didn't make no money. All of a sudden, there's little greenbacks that say, oh, I care about handicapped kids. I care about handicapped kids too, but I really care. You know what? If I'm going to give away an automobile, I'll give away an automobile. Not, oh, a GM, well, Rev, oh, I love God and everything like that, but I got to give 10%? I don't believe in them that much. That's you. Real people that care, they give. They give without thinking about it. You, Dopra, you don't even get your toes fixed. They're gnarled and curly. Wait a minute. This is a superhero movie. What am I talking about Dopra for? Well, the X-Men movie? You make a special guest appearance. It's the Blob. I don't know if you're fat, skinny, whatever you are these days. Who knows? But you know what? When you said you never wear the same underwear twice, you think it's disgusting? I know why. Take a good look at yourself. You goof. Folks, Rick Castellano Show is going to go to a commercial. I'll be right back. And believe me, folks, there's plenty more excitement. Stay tuned.
Somebody told me you thought scrumptious was a real word.
It is! I made it!
Just grab the mic. You're good.
I'm yelling. I got the microphone on the table. Could it be the producer? No, folks. Castellano's on an extended vacation. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me. But anyways, I'll help you out. Let me have another swig just in case it didn't come out. Let's hear the bubbly hit my throat. Delicious. Now, getting back to business. We're at the Super Heroes Show. Let's talk about an Irish superhero. This gentleman went to Ireland to trace back his roots. I finally agree with him. Is he half black, half white? No, he's 100% leprechaun, and he's got his lucky horseshoes ass is his wife. President, leprechaun. Good thing you went to Ireland. You discovered it. Now get lost, folks. Where's my notes? You goof. All right, I'll try to do it without him. Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator. Conan the Barbarian. Which is another movie coming out this fall. His wife, Maria Shriver. Let me tell you, I saw her in person in the 80s. Little chunky. Definitely had cellulite in the legs, but Arnold likes him like that, but he's training with her. She's doing legs. I didn't pay much attention to politics back then. But anyway, Arnold cheated on her. This guy, 10 years ago, he cheated on her with the maid. This maid looks like an ass, by the way. Ugly looking maid. No disrespect, just the truth. Ugly, an ugly woman. Got her pregnant. At the same time that Arnold got his wife pregnant. Now, Castellano knows a little something about professional athletes and bodybuilding. It means he wasn't taking the juice at the time. I don't know why he was horny. He must have been taking some fertility drugs or something to get his wife pregnant, but he got the ain't pregnant. Look it. Do you realize if the chauffeur had tight panties on, he'd probably chase him too? Look it. She's an ugly woman. And Arnold, I feel sorry for you because if you're going to cheat on your wife, Castellano doesn't approve of it. If you're going to, at least let it be Cindy Crawford, not Phyllis Diller. Anyway, that's an ugly woman. Now you got to pay for it. That's not the end of the story, folks. I'm going to bring everything up to date. Castellano, personal trainer, is one of the best bodybuilders in history. Dan the Giant Killer Padilla. Folks, this guy's world renowned. He's been in Olympia, Mr. Universe, Mr. America, one of Rochester's best. The best bodybuilder that ever came out of Rochester. Most successful. And I used to be his training partner. I don't know. He moved on from Castellano. No, now he's a personal trainer. The best. Updated. I can't say enough good things about him. Anyway, he told me about 4 weeks ago, hey, pretty soon it's going to come out that Arnold has more than one girl, probably more than one kid. And, you know, although the Giant Killer over the years has got me inside information, back when I was doing another show, got me invited to Planet Hollywood parties to do interviews with Stallone, Demi Moore, Bruce Willis, the whole gang, all the best of the best. Some of the top female bodybuilders at the time, too. I even had one sign my poster with her butt. Rachel McLeish, scrumptious. And when she signed it, you should see that butt moving with the pen. One of my favorite posters, I got it framed. Corey Everson, we're in Atlanta, and she didn't know who the heck I was. Standing next to the Giant Killer, all of a sudden, she's all over my poster, and the thing hasn't looked the same since. Anyway, the Giant Killer, Robert Blake, I met a lot of stars with him. You know, I should know when he had his shirt on there, him throwing around Lou Frigno when he was going to go on Lou Frigno in a bodybuilding show, him tossing him over his head. And Lou got mad, and Arnold said, Louis going to get mad. He did. I should have known. But when he told me this about Arnold, he said, Arnold has more girls, and he's probably got other kids. He does have other kids, he said. I don't want to soften up. And you know what? I doubted him a little bit. I don't know why. I'm thinking, it's got to be gossip. He's out of the loop now. What happens? 2 weeks later, all over the news. Arnold may have other kids. A lot of girls are coming forward. He got them pregnant. And then the whole thing is using state troopers and everything to drive him. The Giant Killer told me. And you know what, old Giant Killer, old buddy? I'm not discrediting you. I'm not talking bad about you, but it's general news now. So I'm not betraying you. I'm just stating the facts. So I knew. So Conan, put your sword back in its holster. You can't play Castellano because you're too old. And if I was you, I would have did it a lot quicker. I took a good look at Maria. We get into politics? Find another family, one of the Bushes or something. At least the daughters are good looking. But Maria Shriver, she looks like Ed Kennedy. What do you think he drove off the bridge for? He saw his face in the rearview mirror. All right, on with the show. Excuse me a second, I gotta find my crib sheets. I'll be right back. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Castellano. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound? Me? Of course. Folks, like the toast, Castellano's going to talk about one of his favorite heroes. No, I'm not still talking about me. Superman. Man of Steel. Folks, if I would have been born in the 40s, it would have been my life story, but sad to say, Castellano's not that old. Not sad to say, I'm happy to say it. Excuse me a second. Talking about the old soups, we're going to get down to a little history about it. Actually, the producer knows a lot about this, but When I was on vacation, he got his ugly mug on the screen, and you guys are still complaining about it. So, it's Castellano will take over. No, I'm just joking. Produce, did a good job, buddy. Where can I put this? Sorry. Wait till I get stuck. Just run anyway. Anyway, the producer said, this good-looking guy here, George Reeves, appeared in Gone with the Wind, one of the greatest movies ever, 1939. This same year, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came out. Great movie. Anyway, George Reeves. Talk a little about him. I respect him. Why? Did he love the Superman character? He didn't want to be typecast. But you know what? He became famous for it. You know what this guy did? A real actor. Even though he didn't care about it, exercised to get in shape for the part. Now let's go up a few years. We got Christopher Reeves. No relation. What does Chris do? Soap opera star. I never watched the junk. The guy didn't have any muscle. I mean, he tried to exercise a little, but you can't put muscles on a thimble. Poor guy ended up dying because he fell off a horse. Maybe if he had a little muscle, he'd learn how to fall. No disrespect to a guy that got crippled and paralyzed, but that's not for you, Christopher, but I want Superman to look like Superman. I don't want Superman to look like the goofs from the Green Hornet. I got some goof that wrote the Seth Rogan, whatever it is. The guy's a goof. He's playing the Green Hornet because he wrote it. He wrote some of it. It was an average movie at best. He blows. He's got no muscle. You know what he should stick to? Go party with your buddy Matt Damon. Born Identity? Born Ultimatum? Look, you want to spend $100 million? You could make Oprah's feet look good. Nah, it might be maybe $200 million. But anyway, you got guys with no muscles. They're peewees, insects, losers, minuscule, Melvins. Did I say Melvins? And you want to make them superheroes.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, perfect example. Tobey Maguire. First off, let's just go with the first name. Toby? Tobey Maguire. The spectacular Spider-Man. Well, this guy would get his ass whooped by Richard Simmons. Need I say more? And then we're gonna make one of the most beautiful girls in comic books. I lost weight reading the Spider-Man books when I was younger. And Mary Jane Watson was a model and beautiful. Instead, we got one of the ugliest women in Hollywood playing Mary Jane Watson. And I got to look at her. And then what she do? She says that she wants a raise. She wants to get as much as Toby McMelvin for Spider-Man 4. You know what? They did refuse to give it to her, and I'm glad because she was one ugly woman. Too bad you're ugly. So, I'm talking about muscle. How easy it is for Castellano to go on a tangent. Let me correct myself. Let's get back down to business. Let's get down to Smallville. We'll jump a couple more years in the future. Good show. My buddy Chuck Leone, one of the foremost authorities on Superman. I had to call him up to make sure I got this right. Smallville, their actor, did a great job. I don't know. He's been doing the show at least 10 years. He's like 39, 40 years old, so he can't play a teenager anymore. They came to the conclusion of the show. Good, I hear. I didn't see it yet. I got all 10 years. I didn't watch one episode yet. But anyway, did a real good job. Kid even exercised. He has a halfway decent physique. They want to do Superman again. Why? Because this new goof, that's one of the ugliest looking guys, was in Superman Returns, overpriced himself for the part. They're not going to use him. It's all right. You were ugly anyways. I want Superman to be a handsome, blue-eyed guy with dark hair. Not some Melvin with a nose like an aardvark. Anyway, you're out of the picture. Did they ask the guy from Smallville? I was going to say no, but talk to Chuck. He was offered a part. He wanted to be typecast. Time for me to pick on you. You don't want to be typecast. You only got $10 million to do one. You're going to do 2 movies. You got typecast. You can make your own movies. Instead, you don't want to be typecast. Well, listen, you're going to go in the same category as Danny Partridge and Jerry Mathers. It's a beaver, Shirley Temple. I hope you know politics because it's the last thing you're ever going to do. Nobody cares about you. You don't want to be typecast. What do you think you are? You know what? This got nothing to do with nothing. Did I tell you I hate Robert Redford? I despise this guy. He thinks he's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
Great actor? The Sundance Film Festival? The guy wears a director's cap, and he sits there thinking he's an artsy type guy. He's a Melvin. He's a Pee-wee. As much as I despise Barbra Streisand, Barbra Streisand wanted to rehearse when they did the way we were. She was just a singer. She wasn't an actress at the time. Oh, no. I think it would be much more natural if we just wing it. Listen, you goof. If I'm going to see some big-nosed broad trying to tell me she's good-looking and trying to do a love story with you, I want her to be able to act because she's got to act because, no, how are you going to kiss an aardvark? She's got that schnozzoli, and I used to like her voice, but I hate her political views. Anyway, let's do it all natural. It's right. You, instead of taking the stimulus money, my stimulus money, and investing in artwork for some guy to use feces and from animals and, and bugs and stuff like that, let him use your money. You know what? The only reason Butch casting the Sundance Kid was any good, when I was little, I thought, oh, he's got a fast draw. You're a goof. People want to see Newman. At least the guy was cool. You're ugly. I saw you in person. You're not good looking like you see on the screen. You look good. You got. Listen, your face has got all kinds of imperfections, beauty marks, hash marks. You look like balls. So, am I talking about superheroes? I am. You'll never play a superhero, Redford. You know the only thing you're super at is being a liberal loser. So if they're going to make a movie about liberal losers, you got the part.